My name is Mike Sullivan. I'm a former IRS agent. Welcome to my YouTube channel. It's the home of the 5 minute or less video. I don't like to go babble about people. I just give you the things that you need to know so you can make an educational and informative decision. I worked at IRS for a decade. I've been in private practice for 4 decades. I'm a national expert in all IRS resolution matters. If anyone is giving you conflicting information that I'm telling you, they're either lying to you or they don't know what they're doing. Most don't know what they're doing. There's a lot of salespeople on YouTube trying to tell you what they're doing. I am the real deal. Anyway, today I want to talk to you about the IRS Federal Tax Lien. I used to sign federal tax liens as a revenue officer. You had to be a certain grade. You had to be a GS9. I signed so many federal tax liens for IRS. I actually changed my signature to an S because it took me so long. On given days, I'd go ahead and sign over, I don't know, 500 tax liens, just one after the other or after the other. That was my job, the revenue officer's job, to secure the interest of the federal government. The federal tax lien is really devastating for your credit, and people want to stay away from you because IRS can take enforcement action that no other creditor can take. So when a federal tax lien is filed, it ain't going to come off. I'm going to explain a couple things to you right now so you understand it. So I just want you to know what the federal tax lien is. It's the government's legal claim when you neglect to or you don't pay your tax liability. It protects the United States government's interest. Generally, if you owe over $10,000, it gives IRS the right to go ahead and file the federal tax lien. Once they actually put the liability on the IRS computer system and they send you a bill for notice and demand, IRS, and you don't use your appeal rights and you just let the letter go and you don't do anything, IRS will file the federal tax lien. IRS sends out a series of letters, CP 14, 501, 503, 504, and the 1058. After the 1058 letter, and you don't respond to them, they will file the federal tax lien. It's just to protect the government's interest. It's not to be punitive, but they have to go ahead and do that only because their internal manual requires that. So the federal tax lien is going to stay on your credit until a couple things happen. I'm going to tell you the most common ways to get rid of it. There's some other ways, but they're really not going to apply to most of you. A lot of people add a lot of stuff, but first of all, if you get the liability under $25,000 and you make a part pay agreement and you make 3 debit payments over 90 days, they'll remove the federal tax lien. If you file an offer in compromise, they'll go ahead and accept it. They'll remove the federal tax lien. If the statute of limitations expires past the 10 years and you've gone past the 10 years and you're sure the statute's over, IRS will go ahead. There'll be a self-releasing lien. If you want a hard copy of that lien, you have to contact a centralized unit. You should contact me, in fact, if that happens. There's different ways to kind of have the lien removed, and that's through a discharge or a subordination. If it's blocking something, IRS will remove that lien for some financial interest. If you need to, you're selling a house and a lien's there, you can get a discharge. If you need to get money out of your house and pay IRS, they'll allow subordination. So there's different ways to go ahead and take care of the lien, but IRS is keeping that lien there to protect their interest and generally until you pay it in full. So if you have any questions about the federal tax lien, just leave a comment. I'm happy to go ahead and do a YouTube on it, but they are devastating. They attach to actually all real and personal property you have. People sell private property, cars, and everything all day long with the federal tax lien. IRS just kind of ignores that. They shouldn't, but they do. And usually the only effect the federal tax lien will have is on real property and your credit. So if you have any questions, you're welcome to call me. If you need a payment agreement to get your IRS lien removed, let me know. Like I said, we're some of the foremost authorities in IRS collection cases, non-filing and audits anywhere you'll meet in the United States. If this information was helpful to you, please leave me a subscription. I would really appreciate it. YouTube values those. My description information will be below. How to contact me. We're always here for you. Me and my M&M man give you a thumbs up.